lot of babies, Sheldon.
Only for humans. For frogs, it's just a drop in the bucket.
Well, sorry I'm not a frog.
Oh, don't feel bad, Amy. You're good enough for me.
Let's go. AEW. Good old wrestling tonight. Alright, let's start off the show. Young William. Ospreay. Alright. Welcome, chilling with Chuck. At Chuck Westworld, all the social media platforms. You know the usual. Holla at me. And don't forget to subscribe and show some love.
He won the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation tournament, earned the right to challenge Kenny Omega for the
Yeah, they must be in the same
Championship at Wembley Stadium and all in London.
How are you all doing, guys? You all good? Who's lost their ass tonight? Who's lost a lot of money? Anyone lost a lot of money tonight? I believe in you. Go win it back. Listen up. Last week, I got the honor and the privilege of being in Arena Mexico again. One of the most important buildings in professional wrestling, the legacy, the history, the lineage. It's an honor being there, and the Mexicans fans, I feel like they know when I'm having a bad day because they know how to raise me up. They know how to lift my spirits. I want to talk to you guys about something that happened to me last year. I was going into Arena Mexico for the first time. I was dead nervous. Just want to make a good impression. I land in Mexico, get a text message from my mum. Says, babe, can you call me? Call me mum. My granddad passed away. Honestly, a geezer that I model my life around. He's my hero, he's my inspiration. And just the idea they wasn't going to see me ever again in the UK wrestle, not at the O2, not at Wembley Stadium, and the bit that killed me the most, he wasn't going to be there on the day that I married my beautiful wife.
Brawling birds.
It's all good though, because I know deep down if he was standing next to me, he'd go, oi, why are you crying in a Mexican toilet? There's people to entertain. Do a flip. I know that's exactly what I want, because he understands it and I understand it. There's a certain responsibility it has to be a part of AEW. No matter how sad I feel, no matter what's going on in my life, I will leave every single bit of my body in this ring for you.
That ain't a joke. You already done had a neck surgery. Fresh off of neck surgery.
25 days out from the biggest night of my bloody life, and I'm in a Mexico City street fight. Why? Because I am here to set an example.
That Mark Davis match was nuts.
I understand the responsibility, and I hope everybody at home got to enjoy it. It sucked for me, but I'm so glad that so many of you guys enjoyed it, because I know one person was watching at home on his sofa, not in the building, and that is our world champion Kenny Omega.
That's true. I don't know why he wasn't on the show.
No. I know he was probably watching at home thinking, man, can Will pull that trigger? Can he pull the trigger? And by the end of it, I bet you were saying, oh shit, he's gonna pull the trigger.
Oh man, you can just say shit like that on TV, I
So
guess.
Kenny, I know that you're backstage tonight. Well done. Well done.
right,
you got
Kenneth.
on the plane and you're earning your paycheck.
Time to
You're
show
showing
up,
up to Vegas. So if you're not doing anything, and Michael Nakazawa is done trimming your tiny Canadian testicles,
Challenging his
why don't you
manhood.
come and
That's how-
grace us
that's
with
how
your
things
presence,
start up.
champ?
Ospreay is challenging Kenny's manhood.
AEW World Champion Kenny Omega.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
here comes this fuckface. Yo, Don Callis is a great heel.
That's a downer right there.
Straight up,
What business does he have out here?
100% heel.
Well, the Vegas fans really appreciate him.
It's fitting, Will, that we're here in Vegas, the birthplace of all elite wrestling. And like you, I wasn't on that first show, Will. I was watching intently. But while you were watching
Oh shit.
a place that you couldn't wait
Boy.
to compete, I was watching a place I couldn't wait to exploit. But I knew I needed the perfect tool to exploit this company,
Oh,
and I
DirecTV,
found it
God damn.
in a guy that I had raised from a 5-year-old boy into the greatest wrestler in the world at the time, Kenny Omega. And on December 2nd, 2020, Kenny Omega and Don Callis screwed John Moxley, and we won the
Crowd is not feeling Don Callis right now. Not in the
AEW World Title. And Kenny and I went on a run with that world title unmatched in this company's history. Then Kenny made a critical error. Kenny Omega thought he could do it without Don Callis.
He kind of did, Brumbert, my man. He won
So
the belt
on May
without you, my
10th,
man.
2023, Will Ospreay,
You just did that.
I had to remind Kenny who his real
Oh shit, DirecTV now, boy. What is happening? Come on, DirecTV. What is going on?
daddy is.
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna have to restart DirecTV now, cause man, that was not working as it should. 1 second here. Oh my goodness. What is going on, man? What is happening right now with my DirecTV Now? What the hell is going on with DirecTV Now? All of a sudden, we don't want to stream. All right, so I missed a bunch of stuff. Kenny is going after the Don Callis family because they was jumping Will Ospreay, I presume. Jeez Louise, what is going on?
Mark Davis, the smartest one of the whole bunch. Get out of the ring, run.
What is going on here?
Well, I felt that. You see, when you talk from the heart, you have this way with words. I feel everything that you say. But the problem is, well...
Why does Kenny keep talking like an old villain? Like an old cartoon villain?
You wear your heart in your sleeve. And as much as you feel, you never think. What did you think?
Wow, this is incredible. Wow. What is going on tonight?
What happened, Will? I warned you about Don Callis. I warned you about John Moxley. We both knew about the guy who's running around calling himself the real world champion. He's both of our problems. But Will, it's made you sloppy. It's made you a fool, Will Ospreay. And you will lose everything. But this isn't the man I want to fight at Wembley Stadium.
There we go. Help him up.
But Will, I hope you understand. I can't help you like this again. From here on in,
You're on your own.
it's just me and you. I appreciate the help, but I didn't ask for it. And I'm not gonna need your help. Thank you.
Kenny Omega coming to the aid of Will Ospreay
cold
tonight,
blooded.
perhaps for the last time before Wembley Stadium. Ospreay, though, thankful for the intervention of Kenny Omega, Paul.
100% thankful for it, but I also question the motive behind it. That's a heck of a psychological advantage.
Oh, yeah,
right
bro.
there.
And Tony, just like we saw Will Ospreay do a couple weeks ago, Kenny Omega pulled up short. Did not hit Will Ospreay with that pipe. Just a reminder of the damage that Omega
Oh, yeah,
could
bro.
have inflicted tonight.
Good is
All
the word
AEW
that is
all
in the
day.
mind of Will Ospreay. Gentlemen, 18 days away. It's going to be one hell of a title match.
18 days away from Wembley Stadium, and speaking of the Cathedral of Football, the first ever AEW Continental Challenge Cup will culminate at Wembley Stadium in 18 days' time. Not only will the winner leave as being the first ever Continental Challenge Cup champion, they will also leave with the AEW Continental Championship. And here, let's take a look at the rules. There is absolutely no outside interference, no time limit. 16 wrestlers compete, 8 blind draw matches. The 8 winners compete in 4 blind draw matches. The semifinals take place at the OVO Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. And the finals take place at Wembley Stadium. And it got started this past Saturday night at Collision. 3 first-round tournament matches. We saw Claudio Castagnoli leave Ace Austin Lang, and he moves on to the quarterfinal round. Likewise,
Yeah, this Continental
Orange
Classic
Cassidy
is going to be
defeated
legit.
Matt Sydal,
It usually is
and
every
Kingston
single
defeated Jake
every
Doyle
year.
to earn their
It
spot
always
in the
lives up.
quarterfinals. And tonight, the first round.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to these two motherfuckers. Jay White, David Finlay.
Also, 2 men who have won every title in AEW will collide. Jungle Jack Perry, the Continental Champ, John Moxley.
And stemming from the events we saw last week at Grand Slam Mexico, Chris Jericho challenges to the Jet, Kevin Knight for the TNT Championship.
Big tag team match, TBS champ, Maya World, the Mexican National Champ Thunder Rosa against Persephone
Not bad.
and Hikaru Shida.
And we will hear from the newly crowned AEW World Trios Champions, Hangman Adam Page, Bandito, and Big Bad Brody King.
Chris Stanlander will go one-on-one against Viva Man tonight, here live from Las Vegas.
But coming up next, a 3-way match for the number 2 spot in the Casino Gauntlet match at All in London. Speedball Mike Bailey, Nick Wayne, and the man who returned to AEW 1 week ago, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
Yo, that arena in Mexico is dope. I think Andrade got hurt. I mean, that's what every dirt sheet is saying. Oh, well, Andrade came out and said he was when he checked himself in or whatever.
Next week, there is a gauntlet qualifying match. I'm going to win that match. I'm going to then go to Wembley. I am going to remind the world, I am your one true champion.
This is a very similar storyline. There he is. Young Maxwell.
This is a 3-way bout for the number 2 spot in the Casino Gauntlet match at All in London. Introducing the participants first from Plainview, Long Island, New York. Weight 226.
He is really wearing that belt.
Jacob Friedman.
True Hill, man.
Last week, Andrade Alito will clinch the number 1 spot in the Casino Gauntlet match.
What the hell?
And now MJF putting his hands on bringing out to Justin Roberts.
That's assault,
Purpose
MJF.
of that was.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one true champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
Paul, what do you make of this one true
This dude just assaulted freaking poor ring announcer. He said, nah, dog, you gonna do this announcement the way I want you to do it.
Omega's reign as world championship as champion is invalid.
That's good to see Nick Wayne finally on TV.
Next from Seattle, Washington, weighing 179 pounds, Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne, we've seen a tremendous amount of growth out of this young competitor over the last few months. And Tony, those early spots in the Casino Gauntlet match are crucial because it's a match that can end at any time. First pinfall or submission declares the winner, whether or not all the competitors have entered the match.
It easily could be number 1 and number 2 in the ring, and that would be it. No one else would be able to get in the ring. We've seen Casino Gauntlet matches where gentlemen have stayed in the back waiting for their turn, and the match is over. From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 177 pounds, Speedball Mike Bailey.
I was thinking a little earlier, you're talking about MJF.
Speedball's solid, man.
He's sowing seeds of
He's solid, man.
in the locker room. You know,
At some point, they're gonna have to let him win something.
Well, gentlemen, Speedball Mike Bailey had a tremendous match a week ago at Arena Mexico, vying for the International Championship, and he bounced back at Collision on Saturday. One of the great matches we ever had on Collision, I'm going to be honest with you, against Myron Reed.
He's always having solid matches, though.
The refs, because it was a tremendous one-on-one matchup. He's bounced back.
Tony, I want to draw your attention to MJF's shirt. It says "better than you" in Spanish, and of course Andrade El Idolo. After that attack, we saw last week, and we rewatched it just moments ago. Andrade El Idolo not cleared by AEW medical staff to travel tonight to Las Vegas. So MJF, I mean, a lot of bravado shown trying to get in the head of a man that's not even in the state.
But that's what the core is with MJF. He gets in people's heads, makes them insecure, he makes them nervous. He makes everybody nervous. We're nervous.
Wait a second.
I'm going to let these two twinks battle it out. I'm going to pick their scrawny little bones, and I'm going to get one step closer to proving to the world I ain't just the one true champion. I am the undisputed world champion of AEW. Thank you, Shivani, you fat old prick.
Completely unnecessary.
Supremely unnecessary.
Well,
Young Maxwell.
Pull the headphone off your head, Paul.
Sweep of the leg, pinfall attempt, and
I'm not a tough guy, but I tell you what, I'd like to punch him in the mouth.
of course we know after what transpired last week, Andrade El Idolo earned that #1 spot in the Casino Gauntlet match coming up in 18 days' time, all in London at Wembley Stadium. And Andrade on social media did admit that after MJF's attack,
look at this psychological warfare right here. This is how MJF is telling everybody.
Look at Andrade on
competitors are still beneath.
X.
There's an answer.
MJF dropped to the floor. A roll up here, 1, 2. You see at the bottom of your screen Andrade El Idolo's message on social media saying that he's going to be out, but he's going to be better than ever, and he's going to be ready for London and whatever comes his way in 18 days' time.
Well, Mike Bailey is really working hard with Nick Wayne. These guys are so fast and so talented.
I do not get the strategy from MJF. Of course, he's been knocked on his rear end now, but I mean, this match can end right now, and he's going to be on the outside.
Yeah, but I bet that's part of his strategy, Tony. He's picking his spot. He's picking his angle, just like a hyena. He's waiting to pick the carcass at the most opportune time.
And he's got his Dynamite Diamond ring back. Of course, we saw that he bloodied up Andrade, and thus Andrade, as we mentioned, and see.
Not just bloodied him up, Tony, but cracked him on the back.
Man, that was impressive.
With that AEW
Oh,
World
you know he's
Championship
healthy,
belt,
that's for sure.
The legitimate title belt is MJF's Triple B. That he
Hey, I need to go and get
makes him the
MJF.
one true champion, but
What's the grief he caused to all the senoritas that were upset over Andrade?
and Speedball Mike Bailey.
Boy, Mike Bailey brings it, doesn't he?
Speedball, man.
Speedball Mike Bailey, after peaks and valleys for the last 7 days, recovered nicely at Collision and could earn
What are
a
you
spot
trying to
as the #2
do?
entrant in the Casino Gauntlet match with MJF.
You know you're not doing no plancha. You ain't got that in
Blows
you.
himself up here.
Even with that heavily taped leg, seems to be moving well.
He is moving good.
Yup.
That tape leg is a target.
He thinks the crowd is
Suffered a
#1.
match with Roosh. Not long ago, though, missile drop kick from Speedball Mike Bailey. Takes
A
down.
little too soon to celebrate, Mike.
And from behind was Nick Wayne, but Speedball Mike Bailey ready for him. Now Speedball building up momentum. Nick Wayne slips out of the corner.
Kick
Charges
Nick's
in, but a pair of
face off.
feet are waiting for him.
I'm telling you, Nick Wayne is good. There he is.
MJF, impeccable timing, sweeping the leg of Speedball Mike Bailey, and down Bailey goes.
I think we will all agree he is a phenomenal MJF pro wrestler, but he is one of the lowest forms of life on the planet.
Yeah, Tony, he's pond scum 100%. 100%.
He said he's prime scum.
It works for him. The pond scum attitude has propelled him to the top.
And look at this, getting Nick Wayne in on the action. Work smarter, not harder, than the former AEW World Champion MJF. Well, the one true champion, as you would hear him tell it.
Trying to jump is they're trying to jump.
Last week, I should say. Well, I'll get it right. Last month at Dynamite, he swept it. MJF lost the first time he's been in the ring since then here in AEW. So
Nick Wayne lining up Speedball Mike Bailey. And Bailey. Bailey's been burning the candle at both ends.
Yo, MJF is a slime ball. I watched Nick Wayne.
You gotta understand, Nick Wayne is in there with MJF. Such an incredible star that MJF is. This is probably a big highlight for Nick, you know?
Nick Wayne, standing sliced bread, and MJF. Because Nick Wayne didn't realize it.
Now he's Scorpion in the frog.
But it's
You get to be in the ring with MJF. That's a big deal.
first fall to a finish in this three-way match.
Yo, MJF, yeah.
MJF
Oh, now he being disrespectful. You're gonna have to check him now, Nicky boy. Oh, that's how you do it.
from Nick Wayne, the prodigy of professional wrestling, just knocked MJF out of the ring, and now Wayne turns his attention back to Speedball Mike Bailey, but Bailey, he's had a chance to recover, Paul.
All that messing around with MJF and Nick Wayne gave Mike Bailey a break.
Wayne hammers the elbow down onto the kneecap of Speedball.
Smart on Nick.
Hammer throw into the ropes, Polish hammer. A lot of hammers all over the place, but it was the foot of Speedball Mike Bailey that won out in that exchange.
Speedball's digging deep right now. He's taking quite
Crowd
the
is
beating.
into speedball, man.
You know,
That's
I
undeniable.
mentioned, even though he lost the International Championship match, I think Speedball right now is wrestling his very best here in AEW.
100%. He's been on fire consistently the past few weeks, showing us another level of his talent.
A shooting star press does not connect. Oh, dragon suplex does connect for Nick Wayne. Wayne goes over. Either way, Speedball was ready for it and drops the knees onto the chest of Nick Wayne.
Oh, that's a rib scrambler.
That move is
Nick Wayne's
always.
smart. Roll out, get a breath, get your composure.
But Tony,
always a
calling that
crazy
Speedball
move.
Mike Bailey match, just know that he has tremendous range when he's coming off the ropes, even if his opponents are on the outside.
Yeah, he can elevate. There's no doubt. Even right now,
You'd say he's got some hops.
watch out the other side.
MJF.
Boy, he's picking his spots like you said, Paul.
So smart. I mean, say what you want to it about MJF, but he's got to be one of the smartest wrestlers going.
Wait a second. MJF, the heat seeker. It's how he won the AEW World Championship late last year, and Speedball Mike Bailey wipes out Nick Wayne, wipes out MJF, and the winner of this match moves on to Wembley
they
Stadium,
cooking.
the number 2 entrant in the Casino Gauntlet.
Now they
match. We have to
cooking.
step away from the action for 1 minute and 59 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
What they gonna do? Picture in picture? I respect that. That's the thing I gotta respect with AEW, man. Is that they'll do those picture in pictures at least and try to keep you engaged during a commercial break versus, just completely blacking you out, and then you come back from the break and then you don't know what the hell happened. Solid match so far, though. What y'all think about the match so far, the action? Like Speedball about to do something crazy. This is a solid spot for Nick Wayne and Mike Bailey, though. I mean, MJF, regardless of the fact him not being a champ right now, he's still considerably the most recognizable star in the company still. So for them to be in the match with him is kind of a big deal. He said that to Nick Wayne right in his face, but it's true. MJF just dragged Nick Wayne down. Pretty good. I was supposed to go to England for All In. Yeah, man. All In, man. That's a good show. I tell you. I'd go if I could, if it was close. I'm not into the whole traveling too far thing for something. Because I don't really like traveling too much. Unless I have to for work or something like that. Or just to see a close relative of someone. But here we go. They back.
Andrade El Idolo is the second entrant in the Casino Gauntlet match at All In London 18 days from now. Will it be Nick Wayne? Will it be MJF? Or will it be the man ascending the ropes, Speedball Mike Bailey? We are on the verge of finding out in this three-way match. Bailey.
Bailey's about to do something crazy.
Digging deep.
Oh!
I thought that could be the move.
Shooting star press. MJF is ready for it. Bailey. That's how he beat Myron Reed on Saturday. But MJF able to kick out.
Honestly, bro, I don't think Mike Bailey can have a bad match with anybody.
Nick Wayne, look at that.
He's in that kind of zone right now. Like, you could put him in there with anybody.
Falcon arrow from
And he'll have a solid match.
And he could win it right
That's what kind of zone.
now. Excalibur with MJF on the sideline.
Speedball to the top. Finds his balance once again.
Ooh.
Star press. This time it connects. Oh,
That was close. Wow, that was close.
Solid shooting
Nick
star
Wayne
press.
able
Solid.
to kick out, keeping his hopes alive in this match. Remember the Casino Gauntlet match at All In London? It can end at any time, the first pinfall or submission, whether or not all competitors have entered the match. So the early spot of settling point. And now the Prodigy Plex.
Okay.
MJF there in
Break it
time
up.
to break up the pinning predicament.
There he is, a fresh, if you will, MJF.
Wayne fainted high.
Very good, Nick Wayne.
And Nick Wayne looking for Wayne's world.
Oh.
MJF clobbered him.
Talk about anti-air, man.
A powerbomb on the knee. I think Nick Wayne, the neck came down on the mat. No, Bailey. Speedball Mike Bailey, the shooting star press to break
He did that right on
things
his.
up.
He did that right on his leg.
The rough end of that took some of the knees and the stomach on that shooting.
No, he did that shooting star press on MJF
Still dealing
leg.
with a rib issue from that springboard moonsault to the outside.
Yo, Mike Bailey's
Bailey
kicks
comes around the corner, just rocked Nick Wayne.
devastating.
Jimbo right in the side of the jaw and the ear.
Wayne is
Here
down.
it comes.
Speedball Mike Bailey looking for that Ultima.
Oh.
And he finds it. But MJF from behind tosses Bailey to the outside.
Dirty.
Look at this assault to the arm.
Dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty.
That armbar, and Nick Wayne taps out.
Oh, he snuck in there to pick the bones of Nick Wayne, gets the salt to the earth. He's a dirty, dirty, dirty fucking no good scoundrel. That's what makes him so great. He's a great heel, man.
MJF might be despicable, but what he's doing is super effective.
It's super effective.
Impeccable timing from Maxwell Jacob Friedman. We know
It's
at the Casino
unfortunate,
Gauntlet
but-
match, numbers 1 and 2 will be Andrade El Idolo and the man with the microphone, MJF.
I told you guys what was gonna happen. I told you I was gonna win because the champ always wins.
Yeah, man. The champ in like your mind, man.
A day in his life. Which is why I'm walking into Wembley and I am leaving with that Casino Gauntlet contract. And there is nothing anybody in the back can do to stop me.
That's easy to say without Andrade El Idolo here, but
Uh-oh. Who's this?
did we speak too soon?
Oh, well, I thought Andrade was hurt. Guess he wasn't.
Boy, look
Unless
at the
this
face
is
of MJF. I don't blame him. We're all kind
fake?
of stunned here.
Yeah.
Cut it.
He hurt.
Cut it. That's too funny. I'm sorry. How do you know, huh? How do you know Andrade's here? I'll tell you how I know he ain't here. It's because I whooped his ass last week. And he ain't showing up because he's a gutless little worm. You know who else is terrified of me? Kenny Omega. You know who else?
Kenny Omega, the real world champion, the actual world champion.
Will Ospreay. And both you boys better pray to God. Get down on hand and knee. Oh God, please don't make me face MJF. Well, I got bad news, boys. God ain't listening. It's just the devil talking. And sooner rather than later, you will find out the hard way that I am the one true champion.
MJF certainly believes in himself. A victory in the Casino Gauntlet match with
Another
William
solid promo.
in line to challenge for the AEW World Championship with 1 week's notice. But also taking place at All in London, 18 days away. Divine Dominion defend the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship against the Brawling Birds. And let's take you back to the fallout from Collision this past Saturday night.
So this is what it's like to be a brawling bird. You spend every day drinking and fighting like two walking, talking British stereotypes. And you can't pay
look at
for
them
a
talking
tag
their
team
shit. I
title
like
match
it.
on the biggest show of the year just because it's your home country. So typical, so sad. You tell everyone you're undefeated. But that doesn't mean anything when you've never faced us. But I think we've given you just a taste of the hell that awaits you. In front of your family,
Divine
your
Dominion.
friends, your husband. Your biggest moment will be our greatest massacre. So here's to the Brawling Birds. They had a good run.
Hey, girls, y'all don't waste no damn beer like that now. Just drop
This
some
Saturday
pints on the
night at
floor.
Collision, Divine Dominion, Megan Payne, Lena Cross, AEW Women's World
How
Tag Team Champions
disrespectful.
will be in action. And then, of course, 18 days
Good
from
old
now,
beer you just
all
dropped
in
on the floor.
London. Divine Dominion, the challenge by the Brawling Birds for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. But coming up next, live on Dynamite from Las Vegas, the
right, here we go.
Challenge Cup continues. First round action. David Finlay, Switchblade Jay White.
Gotta get the energy
right
up for
now.
this
Let's head
one.
to the back of the hardcore legend, Mick Foley.
Jay White, David Finlay.
Hello, AEW fans. It's the hardcore legend, Mick Foley, backstage with the Bang Bang Gang. Tonight I'll be talking with Switchblade Jay White. Jay, it seems like your wish has been fulfilled. It's you and David Finlay tonight under Continental Cup rules, which means no outside interference allowed. That's to make you happy.
Yeah, that's very true. But first things first, Mick, officially, welcome to the Bang Bang Gang. Very good, very good. You see, I thought the stars had aligned perfectly for myself to return at Forbidden
Fucking
Door.
Foley, man.
David Finlay about to steal one with his shillelagh, and I could not
Shillelagh.
let that happen. But since then, David, the dogs, the Death Riders, you guys seem to have gotten the best of the Bang Bang Gang at almost every turn. But David, Johnny, your days are numbered. And David, we've wrestled more times than I care to count. And tonight it is one-on-one, one more time, and I will beat you. And Moxley, I pray that you make it through tonight, so it can be you that I go on to beat, to win the Continental Cup and become the new Continental Champion of AEW.
That'll be a good belt for
Dogs,
Jay
Death
White to
Riders,
win on
Mox.
some real shit.
If you ain't down with
We
that,
keep talking about pushing Jay White,
We got
and
two
if he's
words
back
for you.
truly healthy, this is the perfect time to give him that push by him going over Moxley. Moxley ain't lost in a long time. Let's keep it real.
I grew up skateboarding.
All right, right, they go on a commercial. Yeah, that's interesting, man. Because he and Moxley still got beef from last year before Jay White was hurt. The whole run up to Hangman Adam Page, that whole run up to Adam Page going up against Moxley, and then how they basically had to, it was like the Avengers had to team up to take down Moxley and the Death Riders in order for Hangman to win that championship. But Jay White was in the middle of in the mix in that championship picture as well, with Moxley, and so for them to pick things up, pick things right back up would be pretty interesting. I wouldn't be mad at all if it came down to a Jay White and John Moxley final for the Continental Cup. Winner wins the Continental Championship, of course. I wouldn't be mad for that final. That'd be solid. But again, this is another opportunity for Tony Khan to put over Jay White. All the mistakes of the past, due to things not just being his mistakes, but be injuries, because Jay White has had a couple injuries. But you have the opportunity to right all those wrongs and put him over and give him one of your main championships. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Continental Championship has to be the second top belt behind the actual world title, if I'm not mistaken. I would say so, because of what it means, what it does, what you got to go through just to win the goddamn thing. I would say it's probably the second top belt, especially if John Moxley has it. You think Moxley was going to be carrying around any other belt this long? Nah. I think it'd be nice if they try to unify it. I wonder if they completely went away from that idea as far as unifying the international title with the Continental Championship. Just unify the goddamn thing so you can have that belt and with the same rules and have it travel internationally. It's so easy. But I guess they probably gonna stay away from that for a little while. I guess just keep the belts separate and just run them, like they are. Can't get mad at that. Let's see here. Yeah, they running full commercials. Hold up. Let me see. Oh, there we go.
Had this to say about his opponent.
So you and I both know you don't have what it takes to beat me. You don't even have what it takes to survive me. We all know as soon as that bell rings, all bets are off. All friendships.
Yo, I want to like Clark Connor so much, yo. Like, I don't even dislike Clark Connor. It's just, his character just comes off a little goofy, man. It's like this.
No apologies, that was from this past Saturday.
I don't know, this.
David Finlay.
Like, I think he tries too hard.
Harsh words for his former friend. Switch play Jay White. Finlay charged immediately at David Finlay.
Look at this. Jay White is chasing David Finlay on the outside. Just shows you the magnitude of this grudge match.
In 2015, these men joined the New Japan.
This is gonna be straight up New Japan, rekindling that New Japan rivalry, bringing it to AEW television.
100 times.
This is gonna be solid. I think it's interesting that Paul White has pretty much replaced Bryan Danielson at commentary. Did we get an official word of what's going on with Bryan Danielson? AEW is the best at having people disappear without explanation.
Of course, the action in the C3 Continental Challenge Cup.
I just thought about that. Like, damn, whatever happened to Bryan Danielson?
Culminates actually on Collision this Saturday night, 8/7 Central, TNT, HBO Max. Brian Cage, Etch and Sarah, both members of the Don Callis family, will face off, as will Conglomeration members Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, as David Finlay elects not to cover, instead right hands to the head of Switchblade Jay White and Katsuyori Shibata. Nigel McGuinness, our broadcast colleague, first.
They're trying to load up Collision
on Collision, 8/7 Central, TNT.
with a decent card.
HBO Max.
See, I think this is a mistake by David.
The crowd is into this because they like these two dudes, man. They know the history between these two. I'm pretty sure a lot of this crowd was all into New Japan, and so they know the Bullet Club stuff and War Dogs and all of that. I'm sure this crowd knows that.
You mentioned 100 plus times.
Yeah, but this is the time, man, yo. Jay White is the perfect candidate to win this Continental Cup.
They were on the same team, but it's 2018.
I would pick him as a favorite.
Finlay
as one of the favorites.
betrayed Switchblade Jay White, and that was the genesis of the rivalry between these two men. But it seemed to culminate in 2023. Finlay once again attacked Jay White, usurped White's position as the leader of Bullet Club.
A vicious boots in the corner.
Jay White trying to drag himself back up to a vertical position. And the rivalry, Tony, was thought to be dormant until earlier this year. Jay White made his long-awaited return to AEW Forbidden Door, and he targeted David Finlay, leading to that
Hurricane by Jay White.
last month of redemption.
Well, a lot of what David Finlay
Clothesline
has done here in
Finlay out of the
AEW
ring.
is done with the aid of Clark
They ain't
Connors,
doing a lot of
his teammate with the Dogs.
like
and sometimes the
high risk
Death Riders,
maneuvers.
as we've seen as well, Excalibur. Can't do that tonight. No outside interference, one-on-one. Let's see how
Jay White on his luchador shit tonight.
David Finlay now introduced to the ring.
Damn, man, I don't know, man. I think we need to put a PP
Finlay back into the ring.
missing persons. We need to put out a missing persons report on freaking Swerve Strickland. Where is Swerve Strickland?
Was fighting Paul to get out.
Just fine. Jay White had that nice cover hooked in there deep. Finlay had to dig deep to kick out of that. I'm really fascinated with these two competing against each other because there's so much animosity, there's so much bad blood, but also they're very similar in their attack styles, very aggressive.
Do you think that is a part of them coming up in the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo at the same time?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand it, but I'm feeling a lot of, oh, nice.
Beautiful neck breaker.
I feel a lot of the respect. I feel the hatred. This is an incredible match.
Well, this C3 Continental Challenge Cup match continues live on Dynamite.
All right, commercial.
How do you respond to People Magazine calling you the president with the greatest voice? I can neither
Where is Swerve? I'd put that in the comment section. Where is Swerve? I don't even think we've got an explanation for that
He's the one who
either.
keeps cutting the donuts into pieces in the break room.
I don't think we got an explanation for where Swerve's whereabouts is either. He's been off of TV for weeks. Got one of your top guys off of TV for weeks. No explanation. I don't even think, is he in the Continental Cup? I don't even think so. I don't know. He might have pissed Tony Khan off or something. He ain't been on TV for a while. I'm a little concerned as a Swerve Strickland fan. And all Swerve Strickland fans got to be a little concerned. Shit. Guys are not getting booked. Commander been getting booked more than Swerve Strickland nowadays. He need to get that Commander schedule. Shit. Commander, every time you get the TV's on, Commander in the match with all the top guys. But Swerve can't find TV time for some reason. I don't know. Make it make sense. All right, I got a picture-in-picture going. That's nice. So we got David Finlay in control so far. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I'd like to see, Jay White, potentially be one of the people coming out of this tournament, but I wouldn't be surprised if we be surprised. But that's a brutal forearm by David Finlay. Uh-oh. Jay White trying to turn the tables. Nope. Double chops to the throat. David Finlay giving a little play-by-play right now as they do this picture-in-picture showing Papa John's and all these other commercials. Do a little play-by-play. All right, David Finlay going up for a suplex and a snap suplex into a cover. Didn't cover the legs. Kick out by Jay White. Jay White crawling to the corner. And we're back.
Welcome back into AEW Dynamite first round action in the Continental Challenge Cup. Switchblade, Jay White, David Finlay. Finlay, Tony, has been in the driver's seat for the last few moments.
Yeah, he has approached this match with some venom in his veins.
Switch.
Whoa, but that may have changed the complexion.
That was a little bait and switch there. I think Jay White suckered fit in there.
Regardless, it was
Got a little
effective.
aggressive, went in that corner. Switchblade was able to counter that and suplex into the second turnbuckle. Looks like Jay White's
Rose from the dead.
momentum going here.
Wow, he's known as a switchblade, and that was a blade chop right there.
Because he opens up quick.
Ducks underneath David Finlay.
Oh, nice.
And ready for Finlay, connects with the DDT. Jay White.
No!
Nice flow into that DDT by
close.
Jay White.
Jay White is hooking those covers deep, using all his body
Telling
weight
you,
on
Jay
the
White,
shoulders,
smooth
hooking the
operator.
legs.
When he's
Dave Finlay's having
he's
to fight
firing
for
on all
everything
cylinders.
to
He's
get
a
out of
smooth
this.
All these two
operator.
men have met more than a dozen times one-on-one. This is their first head-to-head meeting in AEW, and this is actually David Finlay's first one-on-one. Oh, wait a second, Blade
Oh.
Runner.
Yeah, he was going for it right there.
Nice
Great
little,
counter by Finlay.
right,
He's
nice
ready
little.
for Jay White. Finlay, though, gets countered in own.
I don't know
in his
what
own
roll up
turn.
that was by Finlay. That was nice.
David Finlay, the backbreaker, but
It's like
Paul.
a Norinagi
Wait a
on
second,
the
a
knee.
cover again.
That's
Far
the
leg
knee.
hooked and Jay White able to kick out. Do you think David Finlay may have been too accustomed to competing as a tag team as part of a unit here, showing some signs, maybe some ring rust in terms of singles competition?
Well, you definitely got to change up your thinking because you all are on your own. That's expending energy. How you attack.
That's a crazy statement to make. I mean, David Finlay been wrestling this whole time. Jay White, if anybody's got ring rust, it's gonna be Jay White, who's been out for fucking over a year. The hell is Excalibur talking
It
about?
fires him up, it fuels him. The way these two go at each other is just, it's so fun to watch.
He got ring rust, but Switchblade don't.
White belt clutching on
Doesn't make any
desperately
sense at all.
to that top turnbuckle. And there's some right hands to the head. The leader of the Dogs, Jay White. Repeated
He's
blows.
possessed.
Now,
Very smart. Get back on the ground. Oh,
Finlay ready for him.
he's just fighting back on instinct.
Nice. Counter there by Jay White. Deadlift German suplex. The bridge. No, Jay White couldn't complete the bridge. Came down.
Did White hurt his neck?
I think so. The referee looked towards Doc Sampson over here.
Scary moment here. As referee Rick Knox checking in.
Shit, what's going on?
I wonder if he got we call it a stinger. You know, that is, sometimes you can hit the back of your neck and it makes your arms go numb.
Right. Or sometimes you just hit your bell
All right,
wrong.
now he's selling it.
Jay White, though, trying to steady himself back up to his feet.
That double chain match, we'll recall with the Dogs, man, that can have an effect.
Oh, but
Look how smart David Finlay is. Back
Yeah, he's
elbow
selling.
right to the back of the neck. He smelled that weakness in Jay White. That's great instinct. That's just being around
They're
the
gonna
industry
put
your
over
entire life
David
for a
Finlay in this?
generation. Yep. Unconscious competence is what that is. He didn't even think about
A
that.
second DDT by Finlay. Is he going to take it here? Floats over, cover, 2, and Jay White kicking out.
We got Jay selling this neck injury.
David Finlay.
So close getting that win back after what happened, what he did to him in Redemption. And I pick up where he left off, man.
I have that feeling that David Finlay wants to beat Jay White so in a dominating fashion. You know, on the covers and stuff, it's a lot of the dominating pose. Now,
the dogs beat the Bang Gang at Redemption, but Finlay wants to prove he can do it one-on-one here.
But Jay White fighting out of it. Yeah, fighting out of the grip. Now body shot, right hand, kick to the midsection, and Jay White for that cutthroat suplex, but instead, Finlay for once again Jay White double underhook.
Holy shit! What is this?
White has Finlay
and
drives him down.
What was that?
Jay White covered.
Oh shit!
Finlay. That's the same move that Finlay hurt him on in Redemption.
Finlay able to keep his Continental Challenge Cup hopes alive, but Switchblade Jay White, Blade Runner, no.
Blade Runner, no. Reversed. Oh!
The Brain Buster on the knee.
Neck.
The leg hook. 2.
Nope.
Jay White.
It is amazing how well these two know each other. I mean, it's
They
tit for
cooking.
tat, back and forth.
And I tell you, Jay White
Had high
at the very
expectations for
last
these
second,
two.
I didn't
They
think
starting
it
to
was gonna
deliver.
happen, gentlemen.
That was finer than frog hair. He barely got out of that.
Excalibur, let's not forget, it's a fight to the finish. There's no time limit in these matches.
No time limit. Everyone is banned from ringside. Continental Challenge Cup matches.
Oh damn! Stiff ass clothesline.
That was just
Do it again.
ugly.
Yeah, Finlay a second one, but Jay White didn't go down that time. Oh, but now the third takes White off his feet.
Those were three, Paul, heavy lariats.
Sending a message.
This
You're
is
not kidding.
definitely sending a message. Oh! Whoa! Oh, that was out of nowhere. That was out of nowhere. He just did that shit out of nowhere. You know, yo, these dudes, man. You know these dudes was gonna deliver.
Jay White moves on to the quarterfinal round. And Claudio Castagnoli, Orange Cassidy, and Eddie Kingston in our main event. Jungle Jack Perry, John Moxley, first round action. But up next, we will hear from the new AEW
That's the main
World
event?
Series champion.
Jack Perry and Mox is the main
I grew up
event.
skateboarding. Yeah, I still skate.
Yo, that was solid. Jay White out of nowhere with the fucking Blade Runner. Man, that's what's so ill about that finisher. It's like, especially the way he do it. You know, he don't do like the whole Sister Abigail, you know, the pause, the kiss, all that. Jay White just, he do it so smoothly. You know what I mean? Like, a solid match, yo. Solid match. Now they're gonna bring out the new trios titles or new trios champions. See what that's about. See what these dudes gonna say. Now the question is who they gonna put up against Bandito and Brodito, excuse me, and Hangman. They're gonna have to have some new competitors against them. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how many trios people or trios teams that they have really, unless Tony Khan's is gonna mesh some other guys together to go up against them. I can see that happening as well. Wonder, yeah, I wonder how they're gonna go about that. Shit. Commercial break here.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We're back live from Las Vegas on Dynamite. And a week ago at Grand Slam Mexico, Arena Mexico, we crowned new AEW World Trios champs. And let's bring them in right now. Hangman Adam Page.
They're definitely going to get interrupted, but the question is by who?
In come the AEW World Trios Champions. But let's take you back to last Wednesday night, Grand Slam Mexico, to see how they got it done, defeating the Demand.
That trios match wasn't bad at all either. That was a good match. That whole pay-per-view, or I said pay-per-view, it was on TV. That whole Arena Mexico event was pretty good. I mean, that Mexico City Stadium is just magical, man. I can imagine going to the show there. The environment, how much energy is over there. That shit is like the culture, no, it's not like the culture. It's culture over there in Mexico.
Brody, you've been a Trios champion before, and you're a Trios champion once again.
You know, Tony, I'm a man that likes to have his actions speak louder than words. But Las Vegas, we are the new AEW World Trios Champions!
Hangman, you're wearing gold once again here in AEW. How does that
You know,
feel?
Hangman wasn't going to stay without any gold on his waist.
Do y'all mind if a white boy speak a little Espanol?
There we go.
Now wait a second.
There we go. And I was asking for it. And I asking you shall receive. I asked for some fucking Swerve Strickland, and here he is, delivered.
That's Prince Nana at the top.
Finally.
That can mean only one thing. Swerve
Finally.
Strickland has returned. But has he returned to rekindle his rivalry with Hangman Adam Page?
So much bad blood between these two.
Shit, I don't know if the bad blood is as bad as him and MJF at this point. But, of course, he and Hangman got two legendary matches where they damn near killed each other.
Since the finals of the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament.
About time.
Tony, every week you come out here and your breath just reeks even more and more. Get out of the ring.
That's a little bit unnecessary.
Swerve and I will be asking the questions moving forward. But my first question for the night is this. Whose house?
That's what I'm talking about. Finally.
Yo, what's that phrase? That's that word, trauma bonding? Do my eyes deceive me or something? Or do I see three guys that I had bad blood with over the last couple years together being friends and like just grouping together now like kumbaya. Not only that, y'all are trios champions. Oh my goodness. Like, I haven't been gone that long. What the hell happened to this place, man? I mean, look at y'all three. Y'all have absolutely nothing in common. Well, one thing. Me.
Facts. Oh, come on. What's
I mean, look at you, Bandito, the most wanted. You know, I stomped the old town and I terrorized every single person in it and left them almost dead. You know how you responded to that? We tear the house down at Double or Nothing in New York City, but ultimately, you failed and I beat you. Which led me to you, Brody. You know, the past 10-year history between you and me, you can't change that. That's why we go so hard. That's why we fight the way we do. That's why we go to war the way we do with one another. But the last time I seen you, you were laying face down in a pool of your own blood.
Facts. Oh,
And
your
it's
turn.
funny, all this history
Hanger.
always seems to come back to you.
Yo, him and Hangman is money. That's why they can stay. That's why you can have them not wrestle each other
Early
forever.
part of this year, you and I were actually on the same page, no pun intended. I take my eye off of you for 1 second, and look, you go off to the AEW World Championship, and look what happened. You lost. Not only did you lose, you lost any opportunity of going for the AEW World Championship again after that. So, I have to ask you, what is the history, what is the legacy of Hangman Page now, huh? What is your story going forward the rest of your career? You gonna be riding off in the sunset with these two?
It's an interesting question.
Swerve!
Question him.
Unlike you, I didn't take my eyes off of you. I watched what you've done for the majority of this year. And you really don't have much room to be talking about results, do you?
Shit, he been barely on
Because I have
TV.
watched you do some heinous shit this year. And you ain't got nothing to show for it.
Oh. God fucking. Oh my god.
Trio champions.
No, absolutely not.
The demand coming with reinforcements.
Ow.
Explain to me what in the blue hell
The twisted,
are you even doing out
whatever
here?
their name is, twist,
This is
lethal
official
twist.
Trios business.
Ah.
I don't know if you know what a trios is, but
They're gonna bring the Ring of Honor jobbers out here
1, 2, 3. As far as I can tell, there's only
with
one
Ricochet
of you out
and
here.
his dilemma
That
or
is, unless
demand.
Prince Nana has now decided to step
This is
his
big
old
boy talk,
ass back into the
Ricochet.
ring again. And
Let
only
Hangman
I hope that is true because I know for a fact
and
that
Swerve
Toa
talk.
and
Let
Khan
the grown
would
folks.
love
It's
to
time for
put
grown
your old
folks
ass
business.
down for good. And Swerve,
Stop speaking with
listen,
grown folks
I
talk.
genuinely believe that you would be able to have a group of guys like this that don't completely hate your guts to watch your back so you can even challenge for these titles, but I don't even know if you remember how you got yourself in this situation in the first place. It was you and everybody out there that decided to turn your backs on me and shower me in toilet paper. It was you and Prince Nana that for some reason had the bright idea to drop and completely abandon
I really forgot
GOA, but
about
that's
that.
okay because I saw their full potential just like they saw in me, and I was the one that led us to become the World Trios Champions.
You don't got him no more.
Championships that were actually stolen from us by you three morons standing in the ring next to him. Yeah, that's right. You stole those titles
So what's
from
gonna
us
happen?
because
Swerve is
you're
gonna
lucky that
end up
this isn't the
being
NFL. Otherwise, there would be
you know,
instant replay.
mushed and mashed
Instant
into
replay
this
showing that Toa's
Brodito,
shoulders were not on the mat for the 3 count.
Hangman
so the
Adam
way I
Page,
see it, those titles still belong
Vortex.
around our pretty little waists.
So with that being said, the three of us demand our rematch. And don't worry, boys, because if the right hand don't get you, the left hand will.
The left hand only
I
has
don't know
chance.
if you can see this or not, but
The lethal
it's really
twist.
not safe for you out here because you have 9 guys.
Tony Khan really
that hate
liked
your
these
freaking guts.
young
Hell,
dudes,
you
man.
have
Listen,
more
I
guys
know
in the
Blake
back that
Christian
hate
from
you just as
GCW. He
much
was
as
former
we do.
GCW
So why don't you
champion.
do yourself
Held that belt for
and
like
everybody here a
damn near a
favor
year.
and get to stepping.
Had an interesting run.
Get to stepping.
I don't hate him,
Your ass on
but
out of my arena.
Wow, that's pretty harsh words.
Swerve doesn't
Get
seem
out of my
intimidating.
arena. This is between us and these morons here.
Swerve, you turn those sunglasses into contact lenses.
Swerve was not amused.
Get to stepping.
Oh shit.
What you gonna do? Look at that. What you gonna do? Get to stepping. Get to stepping. Get to stepping. Go ahead. Do something. I hope you feel the fall. I hope you feel the fall.
Swerve. Paul, he is not the type of man to forget something like this.
They always say don't poke the bear. Don't poke Swerve either.
Oh, yeah. One more thing. Brody King may be the one doing all the barking, but Ricochet, you the one that's being the bitch.
Disrespected that man.
You know, Ricochet, you know, guys, I think Swerve's got a point. So if you think you're going to take these trios belts back, why don't you get your dumb ass down here in the ring and take them?
You know what? I think that sounds like a great idea.
And the champion's outnumbered 2-1.
That's a great idea, but we're gonna do it on our time. We're gonna do it on our time.
Okay. Ricochet playing games with Bandito, Brody King, Hangman Adam Page.
They're not gonna
The
jump
AEW
him.
World Trios champions.
It's like 6 of them. Alright, so what's that happening? Is that gonna be All In or when is that match
We're just
happening?
18 days away from All In London at Wembley Stadium. We know that Willow Nightingale will defend her AEW Women's World Championship against Mercedes Moné.
All right.
And earlier today, Renee Paquette was interviewing Willow Nightingale for an upcoming installment of Close Up. And the challenger, Mercedes, confronted the champion. Let's take a look.
You're going to be doing this for a long time. You still have a whole career ahead
I
of
still
you.
can't believe this.
Being champion, different champion.
They are really pushing, listen, I've said this on other streams.
Et cetera, but
I call her. Whoa! God damn! Ow! Mercedes.
you want to embarrass me, Will, huh? You want to embarrass me? You want to beat me? Where's the camera, huh? Where's the damn camera, huh? You keep smiling, Will, huh?
Damn, that was vicious.
Dumb bitch.
Vicious. That's my goat right there. Mercedes is the real goat.
Blindsided assault on Willow Nightingale. And things definitely heating up between those two ahead of All In London 18 days from now.
Okay, here comes
Sunday,
Jericho.
Wednesday at Wembley Stadium.
That second ball is for the TNT Championship.
I forgot it was Jericho and Jet.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 220 pounds, Jericho.
220?
Last Wednesday night, Grand Slam
That's not
match.
bad.
This man
I don't
was
know.
part of a
Yeah.
dream team alongside
He
Darby
might be
Allin
220.
and Mystico, taking on the Don Callis family. The Jet Kevin Knight seems poised to unleash that coast-to-coast dropkick on Darby Allin once again, but Jericho was ready with the Judas effect and putting the match away for his side was Darby Allin. The coffin drop. But this past Saturday at Collision, Tony, Kevin Knight, he called out Corazon de Leon, Jericho.
Absolutely. He will never forget that Judas effect. And now, he is willing, is the TNT champion to put
It's a good tune, man.
against really. I mean,
No matter how much
Jericho's one of the greatest ever.
you want to give up on it, it's a good tune,
And he has
man.
a chance now to become TNT champion right here.
Yeah, this Red Sox game. We better win this fucking game. We've been down.
From the champion, I can
Was it
tell you
drop fours? We're on a 4-game skid, I think. Talking about my Red Sox. All right, comes Jet, TNT champion.
And his opponent, being accompanied by Don Callis from Atlanta, Georgia. Weighing 211 pounds, he is the TNT champion, the Jet Kevin Knight.
The Jet Kevin Knight, his potential, I think, is only matched by his ambition, Paul. He wanted to hold the TNT Championship, AEW World Championship at the same time he challenged Kenny Omega last month at Redemption. He came up short, but that's not to take anything away from Kevin Knight. He's an incredible competitor, just with a case of really bad judgment.
Well, there's no saying
Kevin Knight is
potential's
a
French
future
word,
star.
but you ain't worth a damn yet. However,
No
Kevin
doubt
Knight
about
did
it.
everything to prove that wrong.
Do this for me.
certainly has issue with Chris Jericho that goes far beyond this match.
Yo,
here.
Don Callis.
Chris Jericho eyeballing Don as he walks
Yo,
away.
Don Callis ain't
This is going to be a
shit.
great matchup, gentlemen. I'm telling you
For real.
that. A great veteran against one of the great young stars here in AEW right now.
Jericho, of course, the first ever AEW World Champion, the Jet Kevin Knight. Most dominant TNT champion in a single reign, exceeding the record set by Darby Allin, exceeding the record set by his Don Callis family member, Kyle Fletcher. Speaking of Don Callis,
Kyle
and the animosity
Fletcher.
you were referencing, Tony, that he has towards Jericho, I think this is personal for Don. He's in Kevin's corner instead of joining us here at the desk.
Well, which is great for us, but that's a great point. And not only that, we are seeing Kevin Knight jumpstart the match the same way he did in Arena Mexico when Darby Allin came down on the skateboard. We saw the replay earlier. Kevin likes to get the first blow in, but look at Chris fight back.
And the Jet, Kevin Knight telegraphed that one. Jericho, delayed vertical suplex into a brainbuster. This one may be over early.
Brainbuster was vicious.
That's why you see Don Callis out here ringside. He knows he's got to keep Kevin Knight in the game against somebody like Jericho.
Yeah, Chris Jericho can still execute with anybody. What a great execution that was on that move, and look at it.
My favorite tag team partner of all time right there.
Really? That says a lot, man.
Yeah, I've had a lot of great ones. Never had more fun, more success than I did with Jericho.
Jericho, the hammer
Wow.
thrown into the ropes. Kevin Knight.
That's actually, that is saying something.
Looking for that leaping Larry.
He was with The
Jericho
Miz,
ready
he
for
was
it.
with Jericho, he was
Into
with,
a backbreaker.
I'm trying to think who
The
else as
challenger,
far as
Jericho, hooks the
tag.
leg.
Did he
Cover
tag with
man.
Ray, I think?
That Jet
Big
able
Show?
to kick out.
Yeah, one thing about
So
the Jet,
that's-
because of
what's
his
that,
athletic ability and his conditioning,
Show,
the longer
Jera
this match
Show
goes,
or something
it may
like that.
favor the Jet. We'll see.
He's got younger wheels, but you know, Chris has wisdom. Chris can frustrate
That's
his
right.
opponents.
If Kevin Knight wants to push the pace, Jericho
Shit,
knows
that's
how
a
to
big
slow the
deal though
match down and
for
bring it
Kevin
back
Knight
into his
to
court.
get this match with Chris Jericho,
Look
a
at this,
legend.
man,
You know what
going
I'm saying?
up. Jericho still going up top, calling out to the fans.
Is he gonna go for a
And look at
hardcore?
this, Paul. There's no defense at all here from Kevin Knight. None. He can't even block these blows.
Oh no!
Oh, Chris Jericho.
Yo, fucking Jericho, man.
Classic Jericho.
Look at Don Callis run.
Yeah, I don't know why I was so worried, man. I'm like, Chris is gonna go for this fucking Hurricanrana.
The Jet on the floor as Jericho ascends to
Yo,
the
what
top.
is Jericho? Jericho is going for it, bro.
Jericho comes down hard on the Jet Kevin Knight.
This motherfucker.
What are you thinking?
A little celebration between
Go beat this kid, would you?
former tag team partners amid this TNT Championship match. And speaking of TNT, coming up this Saturday.
Jericho.
Collision 8/7 Central. The C3 continues. Brian
Told
Cage
you.
and Cicero
I told
first
you.
round match,
Jericho.
as well as Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. Conglomeration meet. Nigel McGuinness, Katsuyori Shibata one-on-one this Saturday night.
Oh,
Kevin Knight,
that's
tremendous
impressive.
agility there. Leaps over and Knight.
What the? Whoa!
Drops Jericho as this TNT Championship match continues live.
Oh, Jericho took that right to the chops. That clothesline. I don't think he got a chance to miss any of that. He might have got that in the earlobe.
MLB on TBS. White Sox Cubs. Tuesdays.
That was some agile shit that Jet just did. He did like some dash jump right off the top of the announce table into a like flying clothesline.
President,
This dude,
they
man.
see. They see.
Jericho's fucked
Pronamel,
up right
clinical
now.
enamel strength, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science.
Oh man, my bad. I'm so tuned into the match and the picture-in-picture that I still had the goddamn ad running. Oh shit! Look at Don Callis. He gonna run over and get him a little cheap shot. Yo, John Callis is a worm, son. I love how every time he does a cheap shot, he hurts his hand or he hurts his foot. Like he's like this coward, like weak person. But that's just because he plays it up so good. I'm telling you, man, his heel work is top tier. Not for nothing, man. This ain't a bad match. I know people don't like Jericho anymore. Well, they don't like him in AEW like they did, but that goes to tell you, man, Jericho, he could have went to WWE and had a lucrative deal, but he was like, bruh, I want to wrestle matches, man. I don't want to go to WWE on a goddamn Legends deal, essentially. And then they just bury my ass and put me in a Gunther retirement match anyway. Nah, I'm good. I'd rather wrestle new stars like Jet and get TV time. When you Jericho, man, the money is it's not an issue because the AEW is paying him great money, so he don't need to be in WWE. Oh, this Don Callis again. Look at this. Now he hurt his thumb. Jet working Jericho over now. Like he working on his arm or something.
The Jet Kevin Knight putting his TNT Championship on the line against Chris Jericho, the first man to ever hold the AEW World Championship. He wants to add the TNT Championship back to his legendary resume, but Kevin Knight is not going down without a fight, Tony.
There have been 20 TNT champions, and Chris Jericho's beaten 14 of them, but not for the title.
The Lion Salt Jericho is ready for it, Paul.
Jericho was definitely ready for that Lion Salt.
With the guy who made it famous. And Jericho lining up Kevin Knight, shoulder tackle. Knight, the most dominant TNT champion in a single reign. He has an opportunity with a win here to tie Darby Allin's record of overall TNT Championship title defenses, but Darby did it over 2 reigns.
Yeah, but Kevin's been going at an incredible pace here, and a lot of times, as you know, Excalibur.
Jericho really be putting it out there, man.
Watch out!
And Knight leaps over the
Another leaping clothesline.
and brings down Jericho on the rampway.
Right? Is amazing, Paul, what he can do.
So much athletic talent. A little bit more maturity. This is going to be one of the top competitors ever.
And fans, of course, the C3 Continental Challenge Cup continues this Saturday on
I mean, Kevin Knight
TNT.
is a
Plus, we'll see
thoroughbred,
that
yo.
AEW
No doubt about
Women's World
it.
Tag Team Champions Divine Dominion
Once he really
in action
get
this
in,
Saturday
he
night,
hones
8/7
in
Central,
his
TNT,
character,
HBO Max, and Tony Khan
really
has
discovers
just
that.
announced that Mercedes Moné and Zeta Steele will meet one-on-one this Saturday night. Zeta wants payback for the attack, the heinous attack on Willow Knight.
Zeta Steele
We
versus
saw earlier
Mercedes
in the
Moné.
AEW World Trios Championship on the line, the Lethal Twist, challenging Hangman
Oh,
Page,
fuck.
Brody King, and Bandito this Saturday night.
That's
All
like
that
an
so much
AA.
more on TNT, but Jericho seemingly regaining the advantage in this one.
There'll be a short-lived Trios Championship because
yeah.
Jay Lethal is quite
Go
good.
get Don Callis, punk ass.
Watch out. Jericho needs to pay attention to his adversary, not
God damn it, Red Sox just
Can't afford
fell behind. It's 2-1 now, Toronto.
to let this animosity he has toward Don Callis consume him.
Here we go. Watch out, Chris.
Jericho.
Oh.
He was ready.
Goodness, he was ready for that.
Sure was.
That was a ploy to lure in Kevin Knight.
It feels like it. If I know Chris, that was a bait.
And Jericho.
More high risk from Jericho.
Kevin Knight very unsteady. Double
caught.
sledge intercepted by the champion. Back elbow strikes. And through the legs. Jericho.
He's going for the walls. Flip him over, Chris. Flip him over.
For the walls with Knight ready for it. A handful of hair. He pulls him to a pinning predicament. Jericho challenge two. Oh, counter by Knight. And back and forth they go. Jericho very nearly took it there at the end of the exchange. I think he telegraphed that lariat. Knight drags Jericho down the backside. The assistance of the ropes. Aubrey Edwards saw it all the way.
Good job, Aubrey Edwards. Yep, good job, girl.
Aubrey said, nah, bro. I see your legs.
Trying to protest, trying to claim his innocence, but Jericho ready there. Look at Jericho. Doesn't see it at all. Turnabout is fair play.
Jericho tried to use the ropes.
Oh, what a matchup.
Pendulum DDT.
Oh, that was solid.
Yeah, this is solid.
That was solid.
I told you. That's it. Tony's on top. Tony Schiavone sees what I'm seeing. I said it's a solid match. Everybody's talking shit about Jericho, but Jericho still got it. He got it in the tank, man. He still got a couple solid matches in him.
Gotta give credit where it's due.
This is young Kevin Knight too.
Yes, he has. And
Tony, we've seen throughout the years, Chris Jericho, that Judas.
Gotta give the old man his props, man. Jericho, man.
You're right.
He in his
Let's see if you can
50s.
look at getting some trash talk.
Dude is in
going
his
from the top.
50s. Uh-oh.
Right now, the Jet feeling good.
Knight.
Chat going for some high risk.
The head.
I think he's giving Jericho too much time up there. That's a rookie mistake.
And he pays for it. Powerbomb high. Stack new champion. No.
Oh, you're right on.
Oh, wait a second. The kick out.
Walls.
Put him to the walls.
No.
Jericho wants to turn the corner. Can he stop
He
him?
got him.
He's got it.
By the Boston Crab version, at least.
The walls of Jericho are in deep. Kevin Knight, center of the ring. Don Callis. Don Callis went into the ring. And
what's he got in his hand?
Oh, God! What? The screwdriver. He hit him with the same screwdriver he used on Kenny Omega. On Will Ospreay, now driven into the head of Jericho.
Jericho basically called the spot.
I don't know if Jericho can continue, man. He may. Uh-oh, here we go. Remember the Judas effect. Cut Kevin off.
Oh.
Drop kick.
Oh.
The cover. Two. No.
Jericho kicked out somehow.
The Jet has to realize who he's going against. One of the greats of all time. It's not
He
gonna
is
go
one of the
down.
greats of all time. I don't think anybody thought this match was going to go like
He
this.
was able to survive that coast-to-coast drop kick. I'm not sure
how much it took out of him. You're right, X.
The UFO slap. No, the cone breaker.
That's it. Cover him.
Jericho shoots the half, makes the cover. Two. Knight. Wow. Remains TNT champion, at least for the moment.
Don Callis has been the most active in a match. This is the most active he's been in a match in a long time. Seriously. He has been active. Uh-oh. It's going to be a ref bump. Nope. Oh, it's a low blow.
The low blow, and now.
Oh.
Landing for Jericho. 2, 3.
Here's your winner and still TNT champion, Jack Kevin Knight.
Well, he stole it, but he'll be able to say he defeated
There goes an
Chris
assist.
Jericho. And not many can say that.
By a low blow. Then crash landing. Hey, man. Good heel work from the young Kevin Knight, man. This is what he has to do in order to be over as a heel. So, it was a solid match, bro. Jericho, man. Jericho still got a couple solid matches in him, man. Everybody trying to play him like he ain't got it, but he still got it. You gotta give it to him.
Unpredictable.
All right, here we go. Death Riders.
I don't know what wrestling next. And I don't care. I'll treat them all the same. Really? We're just competing with ourselves. Against the world. Any number of crazy things can happen in this tournament. My road could end tonight. It's Jack Perry and I.
Mox is a crazy
Roll
dude.
the dice in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. If you shock the world tonight, Jack, is that luck or is that preparation meets opportunity? Are you prepared like I am? Do you live it like we live it? Are you ready like I'm ready tonight? Maybe it doesn't matter. Because fortune, she has a habit of doing just as she pleases.
Ready for relief from hot sleep? A cooling mattress from Ashley can help you overcome overheat.
Like a frat. The Death Riders is like a frat house. It's like a frat house, man. Seriously. But yeah, I mean, so I guess that's the main event. Jungle Perry. I mean, Jungle Boy Perry versus Mox. I mean, you're gonna put, of course, because it's Mox, but I don't know. I guess they could have did a better headliner for me, but so far good, man. I mean, this has been, I think, a little bit more star-studded this week on AEW. I mean, everybody's pretty much, MJF. He's got a big part in the show this week. We finally got a Swerve Strickland appearance. I've been asking for it for weeks, and here he goes. I guess that's what I'm trying to understand, though. Like, how are they going to implement him? They pretty much implemented him in that whole trios situation between Brodito and Hangman. Are they just attaching him to Hangman in general? Because that's what I can see going forward. What does that mean? Because I don't know if I see them having a match anytime soon. Because I don't really get that type of. I think Swerve still respects him. And then plus, Hangman can't go after the belt. So he's not really in Swerve's way at all. He can't go after the top belt anymore. So he's not in Swerve's way. I wonder if Swerve might try to show some type of sympathy for him. Like, I kind of feel bad for you because you're a wounded cowboy now. You can't go for the top belt. You're not really in my way when it comes to the ultimate goal for me. So I wonder how they're going to book that because it looks like they're gonna attach. They saying AEW. Looks like AEW is gonna attach those two together.
AEW Dynamite, we are live in Las Vegas, and the action continues here from the desert.
There comes Chris Statlander.
Approaching the ring from Long Island, New York, Chris Statlander. And her opponent, Viva Van.
Oh yeah, this is just a squash match for Statlander. Got to get Statlander on the show. Give her some more momentum.
Title picture, it was Persephone challenging Maya.
But this is a squash match. Oh, I expect this to be a
Hikaru
squash.
Shida passed Persephone the kendo stick, and Statlander made her surprise return to disarm Persephone and allow Maya World to make her first successful defense of the TBS Championship, Tony.
Yo, Maya World ain't bad, man. I'm not hip to her like that. You know, I've been watching her recently as they've been called her up to AEW Dynamite. I wasn't watching her in Ring of Honor, but
Coming up in a tag team
just
match,
watching her in a
here
few
just
matches,
few
man,
moments,
she's
both are
got
big
a
enemies.
vast array of
Remember what happened at
movesets.
Arena
I mean,
Mexico.
her moveset is a vast array of moves.
Thanks to Carl
Like, yo, she's legit. Like, she's she got a lot of, you know, a lot of shit in her bag. Damn. Statlander.
Love the power of Statlander. Such athletic ability, too.
And speaking of the athleticism, step up T. Harris takes down Viva Van, and Statlander charging
solid,
at Van in the corner.
Oh, no, this isn't going to be
Elevates up and over, up
Look
kick.
at that.
Reached the former TBS champion, former AEW Women's World Champion Statlander, and Viva, a rolling heel kick.
Well, I guess this isn't going to be a squash match. Guess she's going to give this lady that no one knows a couple,
in Japan.
gonna sell for her.
She's a seasoned veteran of 7 years worldwide.
Oh, Statlander ready for Viva Van there. Head bounced off that top turnbuckle, and now Statlander.
Come on,
Statlander
Statlander. Put this to bed,
she's an
man.
angry young lady.
This shouldn't take too long. Nobody knows who this Vita Van is or whatever her name is.
Statlander embroiled in that rivalry.
Oh, yeah,
not
looks
just
like
with
Red Sox
Persephone, but
losing again
with Hikaru
tonight.
Shida over the last few months.
Yikes.
Brutal matches between those two competitors. And now Viva Van, though.
Damn, this is really making this out to be some kind of match.
How about Viva Van?
Let's get a cover here. Take advantage.
If they don't put this back, if they don't wrap this match up already,
one kick out of that.
And 1 second away from a
nobody
career
knows who this
making
girl
win
is.
for
This
Viva
young
Van.
lady, no disrespect. Let's not waste TV time
Vietnamese
here.
American women's
This is
pro wrestler to make
this
an
could have been on
impact
Ring
here
of
in the
Honor.
US. And she
Oh,
can make an big impact
shit,
right
Saturday
here, Paul.
Collision. This match.
Right now, Statlander.
Oh shit.
Nice counter.
She was losing her balance, man.
So close. Oh.
Come on now, why are we still? This match is taking too long, man. I don't like
Not at
this.
all. That's that dojo training in Japan. Right? Strong style.
Oh, great move by Stat. She's
so athletic to be that powerful.
You're right. Very, very agile. Whoa, that discus lariat. That discus lariat.
Statlander knew that wasn't enough, adding a little more to it.
Statlander has Viva Van in.
Oh,
Wednesday
Jesus.
night fever.
Night.
2, 3.
That's Saturday Night Fever.
Chris Statlander.
That was an impressive win.
Gotta remind the focus of Chris Statlander right now. She wants that TBS championship back. Super focused.
And, wait a second. The hardcore legend, Mick Foley.
Coming out to get words here with Stat.
Fellow Long Islander, Mick Foley. Put the microphone in hand, trying to get some words. As you said, Tony.
Hey man, not for nothing. If you're gonna bring Mick Foley into your company, you might as well give him on the screen as much as you can.
In case you're wondering, the shirt will be available on AEW Shop July 21st.
ShopAEW.com.
And yeah, ShopAEW.com. And in case you're wondering, that is my daughter, Noelle, in the front row.
He is going to get his merch pulled.
Always great to have you here. Chris, even more importantly than the shirt, even more importantly than my family member in the front row, I just talked to Tony Khan backstage, and he tells me that you are going to be a
part of a 4-way match next week here on Dynamite, where Maya World will be putting her TBS championship on the line, facing you and 2 women you've had issues with in the past. We're talking
so we're
about
gonna do a
Persephone
random
and Sheeta. Your comments,
4-way
please.
again.
Mick, I gotta tell you, I feel great. I feel fantastic. I feel
You
ready
look
to
fantastic. You look healthy. You look like you
Now,
time
Maya.
off, gave you some
Oh, thank you. I am so proud
refreshment.
that you are the TBS champion. You deserve that title. She deserves it. Thank you.
Nice.
But Persephone and Sheeta, I will make you bend over backwards and shove your own heads up your own asses.
Whoa.
Wow.
For every
That sounds painful.
belt shot, for every sneak attack, Stat Daddy is gonna make you pay.
Stat Daddy.
Cause you see, I was made for the TBS title. I fought literal wars for the TBS title.
Well. Chris Statlander won't get a chance to finish that thought, but as Mick Foley mentioned, the 4-way match official for next Wednesday night. But right now, Persephone jumping the gun for a tag team match.
And they pick up where they left off last week in Mexico.
Man.
Here comes trouble.
He's ready to pick up where they left off.
It's the tag team match of the fall. The TLC MLL Women's Champion Persephone and Hikaru Shida.
I forgot to mention earlier that Sheeta used the belt, Mexican National Championship belt of Thunder
He's
Rosa
running straight into the tag
to
match.
steal the win for Persephone.
Wait a second.
No wasted motion.
Surrounding Statlander, but
They ain't wasting no time. They just jumping straight into the matches. The Thunder Rosa. I'll hang out with Thunder Rosa. Maya World with her 90s style theme music. It's crazy, bro.
Maya World, Thunder Rosa joining forces here tonight. And
Thunder Rosa like that cool auntie.
here comes the aid of Chris Statlander.
Yeah, this all
Let's
makes
show up
sense
to the
after what
party.
we saw last week at Arena Mexico. You know Statlander, based on what we just found out for next week.
That make
we'll
a
be
cool
watching
meme
this
dip.
match very
Like
closely.
she like she can make that Buffalo Ranch dip.
Official for next Wednesday night.
I think that's not Buffalo Ranch. That Buffalo chicken dip.
Persephone,
That's so
Hikaru
good.
Shida, and Chris Statlander when we return to Baltimore. And speaking of AEW live events,
Thunder
we
Rosa
make our
like she can
return
make
to
something like
Pittsburgh,
that.
Pennsylvania
Thunder Rosa
on
like she
Wednesday,
can cook in
September 30th
general.
at the Peterson Event Center. You can scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Use promo code AEW TV to
She's
join us in
definitely
Pittsburgh. And
someone's
then
Tia.
Wednesday night, Baltimore, Maryland, for AEW Dynamite. And Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor comes to the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on Friday, August 21st. And then Reading, Pennsylvania for Collision on Saturday, August 22nd. All of those events and so many more, AEWTIX.com. Persephone.
They went out of the ring on that one.
Yeah.
You saw Maya World coming with authority. Said, no, thank you.
This is some treacherous waters for Maya World, because you know Persephone and Sheeta would like to make sure the TBS champion doesn't make it to her match next week, or at least and knock down a few notches.
Well, not in competition for him. If he can injure her tonight, it's to their
Persephone is a
advantage.
thick chick, bro.
Although Statlander's also involved. You know, Stat Daddy's got some comeuppance coming.
Tag made to Hikaru Shida with Maya World. Tags in the Mexican national champion, Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa.
Ducks under the back elbow. Does Hikaru Shida. And then Rosa telegraphed that a little. Sheeta was ready for it, but Thunder back through, roll through, I should say. Pipasso, and now Thunder Rosa. The middle ropes, arm drag takes down Hikaru Shida. Both of these women, former AEW Women's World Champions.
Yeah, and showing why right now, Excalibur.
Thunder Rosa. Knees to the upper back of Hikaru Shida. Shida taken down by Thunder Rosa. Cover, leg hooked, and Shida able to kick out. Hikaru Shida, of course, her reign as TBS champion ended last month at Redemption.
Simple
Wait
thumb
a
in the
second,
eye.
inside cradle, Thunder Rosa
poke in the eye will
able
do
to
it.
Kick out.
By
With
Shida.
Maya World,
Nice
the
roll up
shocking
after.
victory over Hikaru Shida, Paul, to claim the
tag
first
Persephone,
championship,
yeah.
first major championship.
You know what? It's a lot of
her career
women's
and first
matches.
championship of her AEW career.
Yes, one of the most
Women
dominant
getting
females
some
in
representation on the
history,
show
Hikaru
ain't never
Shida,
too bad.
which is also
Especially when you
changed
got,
Shida's attitude.
a solid women's roster like they have.
Meaner.
Yes, meaner is the right
A
word.
lot of TV time for the
look at
women
Thunder
tonight.
Rosa. I
The
think
vignette,
Thunder Rosa
the
is
promo,
enjoying the
backstage
national
promo between Divine Dominion,
Mexican National
Divine
Championship
Dominion.
has been really looking great.
Little Nightingale,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
GOAT,
That's the word.
Mercedes with their little run-in. Lots of women representation on the show tonight. Can't get too mad about that. Nobody should be able to complain tonight. Everyone should be happy as far as their TV time tonight.
Comes Persephone, ankle pick, brings down Thunder Rosa, and a short drop kick to the side
That was
of
a
the head.
nice little setup.
See, Persephone had a 159-day title reign as CMLL Women's World Champion. With moves like that, you see why.
159 days, Tony, and counting, as Hikaru Shida, Persephone with the upper hand as this tag team clash continues live from Las Vegas on Dynamite. Don't go anywhere.
All right, picture in picture again. Hold up, let's see where we at. Yeah, picture in picture. Persephone in control of Thunder Rosa. Presumably, the Jack Perry and Moxley match has to be after this. That's what I would think. I think that match has to probably come on after this. What y'all think? What y'all think about that, chat? I wonder. I'm trying to think about. Talk about another person who don't. Now that I'm thinking, talk about another person who don't really get TV time like that. I was talking about Swerve forever, but now Okada kind of just like pops up every now and then. You know what I mean? Like that's a big player that you have on your roster, and he don't really have anything creatively set up for him either. So, just like I guess Swerve didn't have too much creative influence as far as written up for him going forward. At least now they, I guess I think it's weird. Now I'm just talking and thinking at the same time while they have this commercial break. Maybe Swerve was kept off of TV because they were waiting for Hangman to get going. Because I'm still hung up on that. Like, yo, the dude ain't been on TV for a while, and then next thing you know, they're tying him to Hangman again. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, Hangman now is in the Trios faction, has the Trios championship, so I don't know. Now I can see if he wasn't tied to Brodito already, I could see because at some point I could definitely see Hangman and Swerve Strickland being a tag team and winning the tag team championships. Like I can legit see that. Like, they did this similar type of, opposites attract thing with Keith Lee. That's what Swerve originally got over in AEW's when they had that tag team and that whole feud. that never got paid off because Keith Lee disappeared. But
Hikaru Shida.
he and Hangman in a tag team together and both winning the championships. You can have matches against the freaking Machine Guns, the Motor City Machine Guns, which you just newly signed.
And just really putting the beat down on poor Thunder Rosa.
I wonder what they're gonna do with those guys. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff they could do down the road just on the tag team front. So I know eventually they're gonna separate Hangman away from Brodito at some point. So, and like I said, nice sweeping
Neck breaker. Far leg is hooked, but Thunder Rosa able to kick out. My World. She would have been too late for that one. There you see our main event at the bottom of the screen. Can John Moxley or Jack Perry join Switchblade Jay White, who earlier tonight qualified for the quarterfinal round of the C3, the Continental Challenge Cup.
Speaking of championship, this is a big match as it relates to the TBS Championship. Another great move by Thunder Rosa.
So much experience right there. Able to swing her hips through, use all that momentum. Nice double lariat.
Thunder Rosa, the reversal on that attack. In comes the TBS champion, Maya World.
Off the top.
Maya, 2 for 1 for the champion.
How about that?
Now Maya, she has her pick of the opposition, leaping back elbows in the corner. Maya looking to be the difference maker that she and Thunder Rosa need. Blow to the back of the head. Now Maya World rolls up Hikaru Shida. Has Persephone in her clutches, bridges, back 1, 2, no!
Look at the power of Maya World.
Maya World almost got both Persephone and Hikaru Shida with that one.
Yeah, I don't think you can scout that kind of power.
No, you're right. You can't.
Oh, huge dive. Maya World leaving it all out there. Persephone's in trouble.
Maya World leaps off the apron. I just got an update about Darby Allin. We'll touch more on that in a moment as this match continues.
Shida. I don't think Shida's aware there was a tag made.
No, you're right, because the It Girl just got tagged herself on the outside.
Diving cross body from Thunder Rosa.
Big knee.
Man, these two girls are leaving it all in the ring. These 4. Hell of a match.
Shida ready for Thunder Rosa. Ducked under the roundhouse kick. Answered with an elbow. Bates in. Thunder Rosa swinging a miss by Hikaru Shida. Now Thunder Rosa. Powerful elbow strike. Double underhook. Avoided by Shida. Comes underneath the jaw with a knee strike. Hikaru Shida. Falcon arrow. Center of the ring. 1, 2. Just in the nick of time.
Close save.
Great save. TBS champion coming in. But now she's in the clutches of the CMLL Women's. Oh, maybe not.
Remember, it was back at the Survival of the Fittest match beginning of July in San Diego. The first ever in AEW was to decide the new TBS champion. It's really where Persephone showed her true colors as Maya World rolls through. Big stunner from Maya World.
How about that? Taking on both ladies. And she's the legal lady in the ring. Watch out.
And Maya went for the Enziguri on Hikaru Shida.
Whoa.
Didn't connect with that one, but Persephone connected with the elbow strike. And now Hikaru Shida charging out, jumping knee. Persephone knocked out of the location. Ring thrust kick from Maya World. Maya. Wow. Bridges back 1, 2, 3.
The winners of this match, the team of Thunder Rosa and Maya World.
I had to run away from the screen real quick. Caught the finish.
Momentum for next Wednesday.
Boy, she proved why she's the champion, that's for sure.
It's the fact that she can do that little bridge suplex thing at her size is impressive, yo.
But next Wednesday night it'll be every woman for themselves for the TBS Championship. Chris Statlander, Persephone, and Hikaru Shida challenging.
All right, let's bring out Mox and the Jungle Boy so we can get this show over with. This dude can never finish a show on time to save his life. Tony Khan gotta fix his time. Like, he doesn't know how to like manage time properly. It's weird. He's been doing this for years now. It's like, dude, your show's supposed to end at 10 o'clock, bro.
I have no regrets.
Like,
every single week I was
look,
defending that
we got a Darby vignette.
I lost.
This is a fire ass backdrop, actually.
It's funny because now, Kevin, you're the one burning the candle at both ends. Every single week you're defending that TNT.
It's funny,
championship.
his like he has
Tonight
this
you
Kevin
beat
Knight
Chris
obsession.
Jericho, the first AEW World Champion, one of the greatest to ever do it. But you didn't do it the right way. All those years ago when we first met, when you were only 2 months into wrestling, maybe I was wrong thinking you were going to do the things right away. But what I'm not wrong about is knowing how far I'm willing to go at Wembley. Falls count anywhere. There's no amount of training you can do to get ready for this, Kevin. And if you can beat me at my own game,
Yeah, for real.
then you officially lived up to the potential that I saw in you all those years ago.
Surely he has to win this, right? Because that's like his match.
to do something.
Like Kevin Knight, surely Darby has to win this Falls Count Anywhere match. This is Darby's element, right? So that's probably why he's gonna lose to Kevin Knight. Because they're hell bent on pushing Kevin Knight. They got the rocket ship on him, and they are pushing him to the moon right now. You know, but having Darby lose in his type of match is going to be interesting. I'm sure there'll be some type of shenanigans involved. Yeah, but back to what I was saying about Tony Khan, man. He doesn't know how to end shows on time to save his life. Like, you know what I mean? Like like here we are, and it's supposed to be a 2-hour show, I think. You know what I mean? Sometimes we're the show's ending in 10 o'clock on time. Sometimes it's 10:10, and a lot of times it'd be like 10:20 sometimes. You know, because this is probably going to be a 20-minute match, let's just say 15 minutes probably. You know, it'll probably be because if you include entrances, it's probably like a 15-minute match, and it's like. I just wish he would condense his time a little better. It's like how he does his pay-per-views, Tony Khan I'm talking about. He does the same shit with his pay-per-views. He runs them so long, man. They're 5-6 hour shows. You got over a dozen matches, a pre-show on top of that with more matches, and it's like, bro, man, what the you know what I mean? WrestlePalooza every freaking time, and it's like, bro, man, wrap it up. Yeah, but that's my Tony Khan criticism. Other than that, seems like a really great guy. Would have been interesting to see some thoughts on the show so far. So thus far, ideas. What do you guys think about what's going to happen for All In? Who's going to win the championship? Kenny, Ospreay. Is Kenny going to retain? There's a lot to talk about, so it'd be interesting to get some more thoughts on this stuff. Yeah, we can have a nice community where we just not watch it together. We can also talk about it together. That's the idea here at Chuck West World. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I'm going to throw in some good promo on other things I have going. Chuck West World. We got T-shirts, too, that you can buy to show some support. Chuck West World T-shirts. The Trendaholic. Fire ass designs, bruh. If you don't want to support through Patreon at $5 a month, where we have a lot of exclusive content, you can also support by buying one of these fire ass t-shirts. right here on Teespring. I mean, these t-shirts are fire. Dope designs. Show your love for the I believe we have a 10% off too. The bosses, you can use that at checkout for 10% off. So that's not nothing to sneeze at. That's a pretty dope discount there. We got a mug here. I should actually put this on the screen. Oh, Kyle Fletcher.
Greatest international title reign of all time, which leads me to what's next. What's next for me and what's next
The
for
Proto
this
Star.
championship? Well, if you've been keeping track, I have now defended this championship 3 times in 3 different countries. So, thinking of that, I think we add another one to the list for defense number 4. So I'm looking forward to the United Kingdom, to Wembley Stadium, and to All In.
I am so glad you feel that way because, you know, in my weekly golf game with Tony Khan, he pointed out to me that there is an international champion, a former champion, who has not had a rematch. So, Tony and I were thinking...
Do not tell me I'm defending this championship against Takeshita.
Technically, yes, but I was able to extract something from Tony Khan in that conversation for us. You see, I remembered there's another international former champion that has not had a rematch. So you see, at All In, it's going to be great, Kyle. It's
Every time I ask for someone, they pop up tonight. That's great. I asked for Okada. And here's Okada.
No. Here's the thing. Now, I know you're not very good at math, so I'm going to make this simple. You're probably thinking to yourself, well, I have a 66% chance of the Don Callis family retaining this title. But I think with my guidance, you two working together, there is a 100% chance that the Don Callis family retains this belt.
What about my chances? What about my title reign?
Kyle, the only thing that matters is that the international title stays in the family.
Oh, what a guy! I mean, my man!
Uh-oh.
Wow, All In London continues to grow a 3-way for
Man,
the
Kyle didn't like that
International
shit.
Championship, but now
He's like, look, man, what's going on with my title reign, dog? That's all nice and dandy and everything, but what about my title reign? It's a great question, Kyle. And per usual, Don Callis is not worried about you. He's worried about himself. That's what makes his character so great. Boy, talk about resurrecting his career. This is his gimmick. And his gimmick works. That scapegoat shit wasn't working. But this works.
Tonight we are taking things back to the beginning of AEW.
I mean, I think the scapegoat gimmick could have worked a little bit better if he was a better promo. But he was just so hated, man. And Tony Khan did the right thing. To give him credit, he did the right thing by just sticking him over in Japan for a little while, just so he can get some of that heat off of him. Because he had real heat.
Thank you for that, Renee.
You can't get into the big altercation with CM Punk, and then Punk leaves. It becomes CM Punk again for WWE, basically a megastar, and not have like some of the population of the wrestling community hate you, which sucks. But you know how toxic this fucking community is. Wrestling community is super toxic. It's weird too.
And like I said earlier,
I even underestimated how toxic it is. I just watch this. This is a hobby to me, man. But some of these people, man, they can't live it through, man. They can't live. They like living through these dudes, man. Here comes Death Riders. Here comes Mox. This arena or hall or whatever it is, it's nice, man. The visuals. Yeah, his walkout be sick all the time.
matchup. We'll touch more on that in a moment. But fans, you are watching all
But yeah, because it's the Continental Cup. He shouldn't be walking with it.
Progressive Insurance.
He's the champ, but technically he's not until this tournament is over. Is he gonna be? He's got to win through it.
You know, I've been doing All Elite Wrestling since the very start of Dynamite back in October. I've always wanted to see these.
October of 2019, not last October.
Well, I understand that. I mean, I think people realize that. But anyway, October 2019, I've always wanted to see these two guys go at it. And I think a lot of fans echo that as well. And thanks to the blind draw, thanks to anything goes where he can reach into the helmet.
Yeah, they cut his music pretty quick. Tony Khan like, we got to get this going.
I'm really excited to see Jungle Jack, how he can contend.
I told you, it said about 15 minutes, so we're about cut into about 5 minutes of that because of entrances. So the match be about 10 minutes. Maybe a little. I'd be surprised if it was, a little longer than that.
John Moxley, Jungle Jack Perry squaring off. Moxley has made 7 defenses
All right,
of his
guys,
Continental
make some
Championship.
magic.
However, the title's been essentially frozen right now. The winner of this tournament will win, of course, the Continental Challenge Cup, and they will be crowned AEW Continental Champion. It could continue to be John Moxley, but if Jack Perry were victorious here tonight, it would mean that a brand new champion would be crowned in 18 days time at All in London. You still have a chance to... Oh, swing and a miss. Jack Perry, overhand shot.
I never would have thought that Jack would have been the man to get the blow in.
Being the first doesn't mean it's the best. John Moxley, he's got gunpowder in those fists. As Jack Perry, though, takes Moxley to the ringside area. Jack Perry, drop kick through the ropes. Knocks back Moxley. Back once again. Jack Perry on the move. Moxley was ready for Perry and just starched him with that elbow strike.
Boy, he just knocked his ass right out of the air is what he did.
Wow,
Yeah, he
talk
sure
about
did.
getting your bell rung.
And now Moxley, Perry goes head first into the steel ring post, and John Moxley with the upper hand. And remember, the first round of the Continental Challenge Cup will conclude this Saturday night at Collision. We will see the remaining 3 first round matches this Saturday night, 8/7 Central on TNT and HBO Max. Hechicero, Brian Cage, Don Callis family members meet, as does the conglomeration, Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. Then our broadcast colleague, Nigel McGuinness, faces Katsuyori Shibata, a spot in the quarterfinals on the line in all 3 matches this Saturday night.
You know, a lot of times you let emotions carry you away here, Paul, but you don't want to get outside of the ring with John Moxley.
Jack Perry, I believe, cut open
he
that steel ring post that Moxley bounced his head off of.
And Moxley's stalking him here.
Moxley on the charge in. Jack Perry boot up, trying to back off his aggressor.
Jack is fighting
Mox
so
like,
hard
listen,
right
if
now.
I'm not gonna bleed, someone else is.
Moxley sends Perry head first into our desk. And ducks underneath us, Jack Perry, and Perry on the attack. Perry launching. Moxley, too strong. Disrupted the momentum of Jack Perry and has the upper hand as our main event continues live from Las Vegas.
Marshall break. Boy, that was a great counter. Threw his ass right over the guardrail into the damn table up there. Timekeeper table, I believe. That sucked. Sucked for Jack Perry.
My smile.
Willow. Still think it should be Tekla, not Willow, but that's just me. I guess AEW sickles like that Willow's the world champ for some reason. I don't know why. Jack Perry is busted open. And Mox is showing no mercy. All right, let's see if they're back or not. Nope, still commercial. Mox still in control, beating the shit out of poor Jack. Solid AEW match so far. I'm over here messing with these. Nah, I like it the way it was. I'm cool. Messing with these listings.
AEW Dynamite, that is Paul White, Tony Schiavone, myself, Excalibur, on the call for this first round match in the AEW Continental Challenge Cup. A spot in the quarterfinals on the line as Jon Moxley has bloodied and battered Jungle Jack Perry.
Jon Moxley is an absolute savage in this match. He knows it. He's feeling it. I'm telling you, it's going to take a hell of an effort for Jack Perry to mount a comeback here.
And of course, this Continental Challenge Cup, the C3, will culminate in 18 days' time at Wembley Stadium, all in London. Tony Khan has made it official. The AEW International Championship will be in a three-way match. Kyle Fletcher will have to contend with the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, and the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita, and also official a TNT Championship tilt between Kevin Knight,
That's what the crowd
the
should be
Jet,
chanting.
and Darby Allin, but it will be Falls Count Anywhere in Wembley.
I cannot wait for All In. We're only 18 days out, Wembley Stadium. What a night and what a week it's going to be in Great Britain.
Of course, in this Continental Challenge Cup, Claudio Castagnoli, Orange Cassidy, Eddie Kingston, and Switchblade Jay White have already clinched their spots in the quarterfinals. Right now, Paul, it is looking increasingly likely that Jon Moxley will advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, what is that?
Blood on the rope, and it's a lot of guts for Jack just to reach the ropes to stay in this. How about that move by Mox?
Yeah, that was a nice move right there.
On Jack Perry to reach out for that rope. He knows he's in trouble.
Nice little submission by Mox, man. That little judo shit he doing or whatever, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, whatever he doing with Marina is working.
The comebacker lariat, though, he just bounced off the chest of Jon Moxley.
Losing blood. Taking a beating like that.
Jack is trying to show some fight.
Big boot to the face. Moxley is so efficiently vicious.
God, he's a monster.
Efficiently vicious.
You want to be a good boy? You want to be a main eventer? This is your chance.
I absolutely love this Continental Challenge Cup, guys. It's great.
And if Moxley loses, we're going to have a new Continental Champion.
Boy, it'd take a miracle right now. And it's a miracle drop kick.
The drop kick. And
Jack Perry's digging deep.
Listen, Mox is not losing. Believe that.
The tope suicida. And Jack Perry now done looking to pour it on even more. The tope this time.
So smart, he's getting momentum. Keep it going, Jack.
A second and Perry over the top for the trifecta.
Where does he get this energy from?
It's all
Jack.
Tony.
It's the adrenaline. Oh!
What a leap and moonsault for Jungle Jack Perry.
He is bleeding, he's battered, obviously bruised as well, and he's still going.
This is a championship opportunity for Jack Perry. He's got to rise up. He's got to seize the opportunity. Get him in the ring and cover him. Beat him, Jack.
See, but look, see how Mox brutalized him throughout the match, because and then it sets up his eventual comeback as
5 men's singles championships in AEW.
the underdog.
Jack Perry drops the hammer on the chest of Moxley.
Interesting elbow drop.
2, no! Moxley kicks out immediately into the sleeper.
Oh, bulldog choke.
So quick. Great poise by Moxley, but Jack Perry reverses. Perry thrust kick intercepted. Moxley makes a break to the ropes and the lariat.
That's got. Oh, I was thinking that's got to be it, but Moxley's not done.
Thunderous lariat from Moxley.
Uh-oh, Gotch.
And now through the legs, the Gotch style pile driver.
Good night. It's over.
Moxley,
Nope.
1, 2. No! Perry kicks out.
How about the kid?
Yeah, that kid is showing some guts.
So impressive. And Moxley.
He made.
Pissed. He's angry. He thought it was over.
As Moxley,
Oh.
Perry got him flush underneath the jaw.
Nope.
2, 3. No! A very late kick out by Jungle Jack Perry.
Young Jack, man, showing
Remember the first round?
some guile, some
Determined by
guts,
a blind draw.
some
The
grit
quarterfinals.
through this
Everyone who
beating,
advances their
this
names
assault
go back
by John
into the mixer.
Moxley.
John Moxley, oh look at this battering.
He's so vicious.
I think Perry might be out.
Yeah, I think you're right. And the Paul Turner agrees with that. Trying to call Moxley off here.
And Paul Turner, he just gave a look to the ringside physician, and
yeah, now he's communicating with him.
Don't worry about Jack Perry's health right here. That was a vicious beating from John Moxley.
But Perry, he's
grabbing
See,
up.
this is
I guess
just
he's still
them
in it.
trying to put over
If the Jack does not want to bring the
Put over
doctors in,
Jack.
he's ready to fight. He wants to continue. Here we go.
by, you know,
John
just
Moxley.
the punishment he's taking.
Moxley's frustrated.
Moxley.
Oh, that was wonderful.
A defiant slap across the jaw of John Moxley from Jack Perry. Even more defiance from Perry.
Look at this. What a main event we are having. Remember, there must be a winner, guys. Must be a winner.
Jack Perry not backing down from John Moxley.
And Moxley has thrown some heavy blows, too.
Elbow strike, Perry.
Man, Perry just standing up straight.
Screaming his lungs out in the face of John Moxley. They're walking forward into those blows, but Moxley taken down by the lariat from Jungle Jack Perry.
And Moxley,
Jungle Jack has so much guts.
Super kick.
Kick caught Moxley.
Moxley's down.
Charging in.
Covering Jack.
Come on, man.
Now's the time.
Jack Perry looking to continue to apply pressure on John Moxley. Perry lifts to go. Continental champion, thinking a pile driver of his own. Perry, no, Moxley to his feet. Perry rolls through, high stack, and no. Jack Perry, the snare trap. He's got Moxley center of the ring.
Look at Moxley swimming in trouble.
And remember, we've seen Moxley panic in scenarios like this in the past.
Oh, look at this.
Watch the right hand.
If Moxley talks, he loses it.
Jack Perry changes up his grip, not quite a 2-on-1, but it's close. And you see Moxley doing a little hand fighting.
Trying to get some space around that neck so you can breathe.
Oh, almost had the fingers, and Jack just pounded his way out of it that time.
And now Jack Perry once again slips into the S-grip. Moxley trying to fire some fists into the head of Perry. Now, I think maybe a bite, no. Instead, transitions underneath.
Transition is
Remember, we have 4 men already in now.
Got his wrist.
So we're halfway through. This starts the second half. 3 matches.
Body shots from Jack Perry opened up the defenses of John Moxley. Perry.
If Jack can do it, we're going to have a new champion. Oh, look.
Not tonight, but at Wembley, no matter what. To your point, Tony, but Now Moxley, he's flattened out Jack Perry. The Bulldog
Transition
is in
to a
tight.
bulldog
He's got
choke.
it on. Look at this, Paul. This is dire for Jack Perry.
And Jack
So
maneuvering.
deeply locked in. That elbow was locked in so deep under the chin.
Perry up to his feet. But in what condition? He's also lost a significant amount of blood. He's fading. Referee Paul Turner, eye to eye with Jack Perry, waves off the timekeeper. Perry.
He's back up again, Excalibur.
He's up and now back down. Moxley switches up his grip. His hooks are in.
He's got it locked.
That bulldog choke into a straight
Before our eyes, the hands
choke.
go limp. Jack Perry is out. John Moxley advances.
What a fight by Jack Perry.
Here's your winner, advancing in the cup, the AEW Continental Champion, John Moxley.
He put him out.
Wow, what a match! What a match!
John Moxley has now
Jack
joined
is dead.
Switchblade Jay White, Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, and fellow
Yeah, that was
Death Rider
good.
Claudio Castagnoli in the quarterfinals.
That made Jack look strong even in defeat,
of the
you know?
Continental Challenge Cup. Those
That's what you
matches
want.
kick off
You know he's going against Mox, it's uphill climb. More than likely not going to win the match, but you want him to look strong. You want him to look like, yo, he took a beating, but he kept coming back like the true underdog that he was, but ultimately come down and defeat. Did he earn the respect of Mox, though? Let's see. Doug telling him to get up.
Take it to Jack Perry. What a fight. Wow, this Continental Challenge Cup is amazing.
And also next Wednesday night in Baltimore, the four-way match for the TBS
Shook his hand.
Championship. Sheeta, Persephone, Statlander Challenge of My World. We'll see you Saturday on TNT and HBO Max for Collision.
There it is. All right. Solid show. Solid AEW show for that. We're going to wrap it up. No review, no nothing. Continental Cup is off to a great start. Mox is still champ after that solid match with Jungle Jack Perry. Now it's time to see what's going to cook after that. Looks like it's going to be a nice lineup, nice card for Collision Saturday. We'll see Mercedes Moné there as well. Off to the races. On to All In. The countdown to All In. They about almost, about 2.5 weeks away from that pay-per-view. Yep. Time to get cooking. All right. Thanks for tuning in. This is at Chuck Westworld. Follow all the social media platforms that we're on. That is YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Also Instagram if you want to see some of that Instagram-y type stuff. And follow on at the Patreon. Can't forget the Patreon. The Patreon is going to be really moving forward with a lot more exclusive content coming. A lot of stuff coming in. Actually, I might have a lot of I might have some exclusive wrestling type topical stuff coming on that Patreon coming soon. All right, man. Until next time. Catch you on